Hi guys, it's your girl Nika back on the Source of Your channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make akara with peeled beans, and this is also known as beans cake, and who love peeling beans? Not me. So I'm going to show you step by step on how to do this, so stay tuned. So guys, first thing first, what I've basically just done is pour beans in a bowl, and I've just had some hot water on it. You can put either hot water or warm water, but I'll say hot water just to make sure you get as soft as big as possible. And I'm gonna leave this over the night, and I'm gonna be making the akara the next day. So for you to get the best result, I'll advise for you to soak your beans for over the night to get the best result. Guys, I know the reason why most of us don't eat akara is just because we hate to peel beans. So this is the easiest way for you to make it. As you can see there, I've already drained all my water out, and you can see that the beans has now increased in size. It's no longer as tiny as it usually is when they're still dry. So that's what happens when you use hot water in them. And I'm going to be using some bell pepper and some Scotch Bonnet. The reason why I've diced my pepper like that is because I'm not going to be using a lot of water to blend. And I've also got some diced onion. I've got some Maggi. You don't need a lot of Maggi for this. And I've got just a tiny bit of salt, just like half a teaspoon. And I've also got my liquid Maggi. And I'm going to be using a scoop to cook in my akara today, just to make sure it's as round as I want it. And what I'm also going to be using today is this hand mixer to mix my akara once it's blended. So as you can see here, all I'm going to be blending is my bell pepper and Scotch bonnet with beans. I'm not going to be putting in my onion. The reason being is onion just turns into like water, and it makes your beans more liquidy sort of. I'm just going to be adding a very tiny little bit of water. I'm talking 1 tablespoon of water basically, guys. Make sure you're not putting too much water, because once your akara goes watery, that's what makes it flat. So that tiny bit of water I've added in, I'm just going to blend down my beans. Now make sure you're not adding any extra water unless the beans is not blending. Even if the beans is not blending, what I also do is open up the blender, grab a spoon and kind of like turn it around and just do a little bit of switching around, just so you can actually blend now. It's just so all we're making sure is you're not putting so much water in. Once you put so much water in your akara and it's like too loose, that's what causes your akara to actually go really flat. So I would just say, just be careful on how much water that you're putting in. And like you can see that I'm doing that, I'm just using a spoon to push down all the excess or all the other beans that have not been blended yet. No more water, guys. I can't stretch this any longer than this. The more water you put in your akara, that's what makes it flat. So make sure you're not blending with so much water. After you bring it out, or after you've already blended it and put it in a bowl, if you do feel like it's a bit too hard, you can then add a tiny little bit of water at that time. But while you're blending, try not to put water as much as you can, really. So I've already blended my Scotch bonnet and my red pepper with this, obviously, and I'm just going to throw that in a bowl. So you can see how thick that is. It's not loose or it's not watery or anything like that. And you can just grab a spatula and use it to scrape down any excess being left in the blender. Now remember, again, when you have anything left in your blender, we're so used to grabbing tiny little bit of water to wash it down. Do not use water. If there's anything left in your blender, just wash it out. Don't rinse your blender and pour it into your paste. It will make it watery. So now that I've scraped all that out, now this other bit that I'm going to be doing, it is if you do have a hand mixer. If you don't have one, don't bother. You can literally just use either this spatula that I'm holding in my hand or a wooden spoon as your mixer. But today I'm going to be using a normal mixer just because I've got one. And all you just got to do is literally just mix your beans, mix and mix. The reason being is it's just to make it really fluffy in the inside after frying. So the more you mix your beans, the better and the nicer your akara comes out. Right, so as you can see, I've mixed that for roughly about 3 to 4 minutes, and now I'm just going to add in everything else. So I'm putting in my salt, and I'm going to put in my Maggi, and just like that. You crush it properly so you're not chewing Maggi in the middle of your Akara after. And I'm just putting in a tiny little bit of my liquid Maggi, and I'm going to be putting in the onion at this point. So if you're not a fan or you don't really like onion that much, you can also like try and dice it as little as you can. I don't mind mine being chunky like that, and that's why I've done that. So with all my mix, you can see there that my paste, it's not loose at all. It's still perfectly hard and firm. Okay, so now we're ready to fry. While advice is you can try a tiny little bit of the paste in the oil just to check if the oil is hot enough before you start dropping the rest. I've already done that, and my oil is now hot enough. Make sure you're only on like a medium heat as well, and not the highest, just to make sure that your akara is not frying at the back but actually not frying in the inside. Just to make sure you get the right thing. If you haven't got a scoop, go ahead and use a normal spoon as well. That should work fine, and it depends on how big you want your akara to be. You can make it as tiny as you want or as big as you want, basically. I haven't got that patience for making it very tiny, so I kind of just make a big chunk once, like this. So you can see once you start dropping your paste in the oil and it is literally like going all over the place, and that's how you know that your paste is too watery, which is not very good for akara. If you're making momo, definitely you can make it a lot looser than if you're making akara. With your akara, you can see because I mixed it as well, it's literally just lifting itself inside the oil instead of me actually turning them. And that's what usually happens when you mix your akara really well. They just literally get out of the oil themselves the way pop off or buns will do, which is really nice. So that's it, guys. Our akara is now ready. As you can see, it's very nice, roundy and golden. And what I'll also advise is to kind of press on your akara like that, like I'm doing right now, just to make sure that it's well fried on the inside. If it's not, then you will see a tiny little bit of uncooked paste. I'll literally pop out. But mine is perfect now, and it's good to go, and I'm ready to take it out. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you again next time. Bye bye.